Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today's video is jailbreak your Litehawk high roller. So let's get started. Now this high roller, it's not a bad machine. I mean, overall it's pretty decent, but you know, it does get boring after a few times of driving up and down walls and stuff. So it's like, yeah. And I do like the quad itself. It's nice and small. But I also like to have some fun. And this isn't a very large quad, which is fine. So I thought, well, I'm going to jailbreak this thing and take it out of its main cage. So hence jailbreaking your Litehawk high roller. Now, it appears they glued this, so I'm going to have to, well, maybe not. Let's pull the screws all the way out first. That's one. Yeah, they've actually glued it and screwed it in place. So I'll shut the camera off for a sec. I'll be right back. Gotta get another pair of pliers. Alright guys, we're back. Got another pair of pliers. I'm gonna see about getting this thing right out of here. Just don't want to cut anything that we're not supposed to. Okay. That looks pretty cool. That's a lot better now. So now that it's out of its cage, let's grab the battery. It's been sitting on the shelf for a while, so we'll have to see if it's going to fly or not. But now I find that as an indoor quad it's great. As an outdoor quad, it's not too bad as long as you got very little winds to deal with. And the range is not massive for 2.4 gigs. No, I'll have to try rebinding that again. So let's plug it in. There we go. There we go, blinky lights. Okay, so let's go turn this around, put her on the deck. There we go. Now, every time you turn this radio on, of course, it's going to default to usually ground. Oh, no, it defaults to, yeah, it does. It defaults to air. So right away you'll be able to fly. You won't have to touch the button at all. And that's all you're going to get when it's on the ground mode, because the idea is to drive it on the ground. So go to air mode. Oops. Be right back. Well, that guys, the phone rang, had to answer that one. So anyways, it's going to default to air mode. And so you're going to have to do a little bit of trimming all over again, because now that it's out of its cage, it was trimmed when it was in the cage. Got to retrim it a bit. So, but otherwise, I think it looks actually better outside of the cage. Now, it's a bit of a breeze out here, so I'm going to put it in the sport mode too, and we're going to put this up in the air, trim it out, and I'll see if I can run this camera by myself. So I'm going to point the camera up over here, so I can fly around in this area here. Now in the sport mode, it actually flies really well. You've got good cyclic control. I'll put in the standard mode. It is a bit windy out here. So in the low cyclic mode, it's actually not as responsive, which is expected. And I'm going to take a little bit of a guess at about 10 km/h wind out here, approximately, I'd say. And it's not too bad in the low cyclics. It is controllable still. So let's see how we do with our range. Now I am going to put this in the sport mode for this, so I'm going to get it away from me as far as I can here. Now I am way up here in the air, so I'm going to try and bring her back down. And it actually does seem to be doing really well. It responds a lot nicer than when it's in the cage, of course, because it doesn't have so much weight to whip around. It does actually get up and boogie really nice. So if the novelty has pretty much worn off with you with this thing as a driving and flying machine, well, I say jailbreak it. Break it out of its little jail cell and have even more fun with it. Now this is a quad where, you know, like any of the other Litehawk products, you can get full parts for these things. So you can replace your cage, this tubing and everything. No big deal, but the novelty is far worn off for me, and I wanted to see what it was like as a regular quad without the cage, and apparently it's flying great, so I'm really happy with that. In the cage with this kind of wind, it wouldn't do all that well, you know, in comparison, so it does do a much nicer job outside of the cage, and it is kind of a cute little quad. So anyways, guys, that's how you jailbreak your Litehawk high roller quadcopter, and you know, a couple simple little tools and a pair of snippers to get the rest of that tube out, because it is got the it is glued and screwed on that pipe that keeps it on there, but not too difficult to deal with, and it does fly much better as a regular quadcopter. So your option if you want to jailbreak it. I'm glad I did it, and now it's a fun machine once again, and you know, away you go. It's all good. So let me know what you guys think. Feel free to leave your comments as always, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.